A brisk winter day in Auschwitz, Poland, the largest mass murder site in human history. The former Nazi-run concentration camp is now a memorial to Holocaust victims. But it's here and across the world that a new law is being hotly debated that would make suggesting Polish complicity in the Holocaust a crime. If Polish President Andrzej Duda signs a bill on national memory, anyone who suggests Auschwitz was, quote, a Polish prison camp could be handed down 3 years behind bars. The bill has sparked a diplomatic row with the Israeli authorities, who say that history will be distorted and the role of some Poles who collaborated with the Nazis whitewashed.
I
felt that they have caused themselves damage. How is it possible not to speak of what happened when people with Auschwitz numbers are still alive, walking among us?
Now, people may not be allowed to call it Polish, but many believe Auschwitz was and will always belong to Poland. That's the view of historian and analyst Łukasz Adamski.
Auschwitz belongs to both to Jewish people, to Polish people, and to all other peoples who were murdered. Auschwitz is there. Auschwitz is a universal symbol of cruelty and of barbarism of totalitarian regime.
Auschwitz remains a sensitive issue for many Poles. More than 100,000 non-Jewish Poles were killed in the concentration camp. Nearly 3 million of the 6 million Jews murdered in the Holocaust were Polish, and 3 million non-Jewish Poles were killed overall. This is why, for decades, Auschwitz has been a place where Polish people go to remember their tragedy and honor those that died. Poland's law on national memory is a way to combat misconceptions surrounding the concentration camp, says Mr. Adamski. He says a prison term for those who use the term Polish prison camp will do more harm than good, but stresses that ultimately Poland's parliament was tasked with protecting its national interests, despite backlash from neighboring countries, as well as Israel and the US.
The Polish parliament had no duty, let's say, to incorporate in the law narratives, visions of the history widespread in the neighboring country. It had a duty, and it has a duty, rather to combat stereotypes and myths against the Polish history.
There's no doubt that the law, as it's currently written, will only continue to sow divisions in how the history of the Holocaust is perceived by all the nations who suffered during one of the worst chapters of human history. For UATV, this is Tamara Roosevelt in Kiev.